Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video going over my recent finds. Caught my local game store on a little bit of a low price on a cool game. Some solid pawn shop finds, and mostly flea market stuff, ending off with what is probably the best flea market day I've ever seen, at least for myself. If not the best, then probably the best I've had in 7 or 8 years at this point. So we'll just jump right into that right now. Got a cool collection piece from my local game store. Feels like a while since I've been able to do that. Um, for it seems like they underpriced this guy a little bit from what I was looking at. At $60, they had a boxed Mega Man 2 for the Game Boy. If you've never played these Game Boy Mega Man games, they're pretty fun. They're a lot like the NES games, except black and white. But the music's still good. They're still pretty fun. They hold up pretty well. So this was cool to get. Missing manual, unfortunately, but they only had it priced at $60. It goes for considerably more than that, probably double that at the least. So wanted to get this anyway. I don't have any of the Game Boy Mega Man games right now. I've only ever played them on 3DS. So just wanted to show that one. That was a pretty cool find. Got some pretty nice pawn shop finds. Some Xbox games, including some Series X games, which was kind of cool. None of these were priced, so they gave them to me at a flat rate of $4.99. So I got some cool stuff here. Nothing mind-blowing, but not too bad. I got Little Nightmares 2, Series X, and Xbox One. Heard good things about this one. I might just sell it off anyway, just because it feels like more of a Switch game to me. I never played the first one, and it feels a little bit more like a Switch game to me. So, but that's about a $20 game or so. Greedfall. This one I'm keeping for myself, Hitman Definitive Edition. I've wanted to play these new Hitman games for a while. I've heard good things about them. So we'll definitely be keeping that one for myself. Cool to grab that. Chronos Before the Ashes, published by THQ Nordic. Kind of a weird one. I always look up like weird games I've never heard of before, and this one has some decent value, so not bad there. Series X Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. I didn't know they remastered this game, actually, weirdly enough, so kind of cool. I remember playing that one back on PS3. And Rocksmith 2014. So, nice little stack there. We'll be able to keep the Hitman for free and make a little bit of extra profit for some other games. Got some flea market purchases. First of all, shout out to a beloved Monster Hunter creator, Sky85, who I told I would give a shout out if he held my bag of games while I used the restroom. So thanks to him. I got that crap out of the way now. Now I can actually show you what I got. Pretty good day at the flea market. Not amazing, but there was some good stuff out there. A lot of booths. It was pretty huge, and a lot of games. Not all the deals were good. Some people were overpricing as usual, but I was able to walk away doing all right for myself. First booth I went to actually had some games. I did not pay sticker price on these two. I was able to get Tomb Raider Legend, which I don't have this one. A lot of more people, I feel like this era of Tomb Raider was kind of like ignored. It's not the classic era and it's not the reboot era. It's just kind of in between. I feel like a lot of them are ignored, but I've seen more people talking about these games lately. So I'd like to give them a go at some point. So I don't know which one this is. I think that was the one right after Angel of Darkness, which was when that one wasn't very good, but I'd like to at least give that one a shot. And then Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. This is a good one for flipping. Prices are a little all over the place on this one for eBay, but it looks like it could go anywhere from like 15 to 20. So I offered 10 for the pair, so knocked $4 off, $5 each, and they took it. So pretty good there. Then I went to the booth that I got the broken PS2 Slim from last time that I went to the flea market, and they were bringing stuff out. Still, they did a house cleanup, so they were just selling off some person's belongings that they cleaned up. And this was in there sealed. This is a rechargeable battery pack for $360. I did a quick lookup and saw that these were going for I saw some listed for like $40 to $50 range. Mine's still sealed, but like the casing's broken. But I think I could still probably undermine those and put it maybe at like 35 to 40 and see where it goes. I paid $8 for this. They wanted 10, but I talked them down to 8. So trying to get it for $5, but didn't get that. Other than that, found some more games over at a booth that I'm kind of surprised this stuff didn't go. First of all, I found a sealed copy of this game, Scream Ride. Sealed stuff's pretty easy. This one's not worth a whole lot, but sealed stuff is so easy that if you can get it for cheap and it's worth like $12 or more, I mean, all it is really is you scan it and ship it when it's done. It's so easy. There's no testing. There's no cleaning. It's all good. Really like sealed stuff, so something to keep in mind. There's a copy for $1. Once again, I pick up pretty much anything that's not a sports game if it's in half decent condition for $1. So Fable 2, Xbox 360 for $1, complete and everything. That's just gonna go in my trade bin, but not bad to have. And then probably the winner of the day, Fable Anniversary for $2. If you aren't aware that this is like a $20+ game, so I don't think this one came with a manual. I'll have to check my own copy, but this was kind of from that era where they started printing stuff behind the art, on the case artwork. So I'm gonna guess it doesn't. So that'll be good. Some half decent there, half decent money to be found out of that one. And I found this. I think I already have this game, but for $2 there was a Genesis Star Trek game, Next Generation, laying around. I might already have this game. I'll have to check. It has the old Hollywood Video price sticker on it, or not price sticker, but rental sticker on it. So kind of fun to see. But other than that, let's see what else I got out there. This was $2, Hasbro Family Fun Pack. This one's not worth a whole heck of a lot, but some of these are. I didn't have the chance to look this one up. I just got the offer $2. I figured I'll do it because I actually needed an Xbox One case anyway for something, so I figured the worst case scenario I'd get an Xbox One case for $2. But this one might be worth selling, might not. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that yet. Other than that, this was probably my least smart purchase of the day. I kind of had a lapse in judgment on this one. It's not bad, but I didn't do amazingly. It'll end up working out, but it's not great. There's some Super Nintendo games out there. There was Mortal Kombat. I didn't pay sticker price, although kind of close. Mortal Kombat 2, Super Nintendo, and Arrow the Acrobat. So I for some reason, thought Arrow the Acrobat was worth a lot more than it actually is. Not sure really why. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't have the game, so it'll be good to add to the collection. And Mortal Kombat 2 at $25 they had listed is a little higher than it should be. I got the pair for $30 instead of $35. So I actually needed a cartridge upgrade for Mortal Kombat 2. Although this might not be it because that's just sticker residue. I think this is just sticker residue over here, so that should be fine. But not a great deal. Paid a little bit over retail, which is not what you want to do on the flea market, but it'll end up being fine, I guess. But not amazing. So not every one of my deals is smart, but it is what it is, I guess. But pretty good day at the flea market all around. I don't really have any complaints. Good time out there. Good walk, if nothing else. Walk around to get some sun, so can't complain. So I figured I would just kind of do this part on the floor, get a kind of shot of the flea market stuff. This is probably my best day I've had at the flea market. Definitely my best day I've had in who knows how long, since probably 2014, 2013. But I just had a really solid day the Saturday before Memorial Day. Got some cool stuff here, and I'm going to go through that now. Definitely have a lot to work on, as you can see, but should be fun. So where do I want to start first? I got these two as a pair, weirdly enough. Yoshi and Silent Hill are like the two opposites combining, but he had 10 each on them. I got the pair for 15. Surprisingly, this had some good value. This is going to go in my strategy guide collection. I really like Silent Hill, and I have a lot of the Silent Hill strategy guides already, so I know this game's not exactly a winner, this one, but still cool to have. And then Yoshi will just kind of make that money back, so what I figured there. So 15 each for that. Other than that, let me see here. Quick one to be on the lookout for. Black Ops 2 on 360 goes for about 15-ish or so. It's a game you'll always see. This one was in good shape. I usually don't pick them up too much. This was 5, which is high end, but it'll be easy just because it's in such good shape. I mean, it still had this, the stupid seal broken. They didn't even take off, so that's good. Let me see here. This guy was a little bit annoying to deal with, if I'm being honest, but this is a decent stack of stuff here, as you can see. He wanted 20 for the two Move controllers. Those are always good to grab. I actually don't have any for my own. Maybe one day I should keep them, but I don't really have too much interest in them. I don't have PSVR. I know the new PSVR is not going to use these finally, and I don't really care about playing any of the PlayStation Move games, to be honest. So the flea market there was probably like 4,000 to 5,000 people there. So like the cell towers were just getting hammered. There was like nothing. There was like no reception, so I couldn't really look stuff up too much. So I just kind of went on instinct. This one I remember doing pretty well for me in the past. It's kind of gone down a little bit, but this one I think will be a collection one. This is in good shape. Dante's Inferno. I've heard good things about this one. This is developed by Visceral, who did like the Dead Space games. They no longer exist. So I could probably keep that one for myself. This one I just picked up. I'd never seen this game before. It's not worth much, but maybe I'll keep this for myself. I don't know anything about this. Someone let me know if this is good. Who developed this? I have no idea. It doesn't really look like my kind of thing, but we'll see. Evil Within. I just played through this game on PS4 recently. I wanted to get a physical copy because I got it dirt cheap on the PSN store. Played it that way, but I don't really want to have it on 360 physical, so probably just wait. But I just played through this one. It's all right. Kind of annoying game, but has some cool stuff in it. And then this is another one I'm keeping for the collection. Heck yeah, man. Naughty Bear. Yes, we're keeping Naughty Bear in the collection. One of the, known to be one of the worst games of all time. I just find the premise funny. And I like playing goofy games, like bad games like this. It's complete and everything. I also find it funny that the developer, Artificial Minded Movement, this is Behavior Interactive now, I believe, who does like Dead by Daylight and stuff. But they changed their name because their logo said A2M, and they realized what A2M stands for. So they changed their name. But I think those are the Dead by Daylight guys. They did a bunch of like licensed stuff, and then Naughty Bear was like their thing, and weird. Moving on then, what else have I not covered? That was all. Also, I never went over this. He had them at $20 each, or not $20 each, $20 for the pair there, and then $5 each on the games. It came to $45. I offered him $40, and he was like, "No, my games are freshly priced." That's exactly what he said, just like that. And so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna pass on something," and I was gonna put back that one random game, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'll do 40." He backpedaled like instantly, so that was good. Another flipping, guys. I'm not trying to become a flipping channel, but I'm not going to pass up good deals. I got this stack of Arrow Blu-rays for $5, season 1, 2, and 3. Can probably do somewhere between $15 and $20 for a pack. And when you sell stuff like that, I do like little bundles. Sometimes these aren't always worth much on their own, but if you can get like consecutive ones, they can do well for flipping, and DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff like that count as media mail, so it's very cheap to ship. So something to keep in mind there. Going back into video games, I know that annoys some people, but hey, I'm not going to pass up a good deal. Let's see. I guess that just leaves, I'm trying to see. Okay, this hideous Xbox 360 back here was $10. It powered on, no red ring or anything, so I'm good. It just has a bad sticker on it, so it should be good. 250 gigabyte, good deal there. And I had an extra, no cables, but I have extra cables for that thing. This guy's in horrible shape, but even for parts, this isn't bad. This was only $5. So missing the front door and everything, but I think it'll clean up fine. And, for $5, it's never been opened or anything, so I'm kind of optimistic that this might work, but I'm not fully optimistic. But we will see. Maybe I'll do like a YouTube short. I kind of did one yesterday, as you guys will see this video. Maybe I'll do a YouTube short with all this stuff as well, how much of this stuff works, because we're getting into the big one here. So I got all these systems from the same vendor. This guy just had tubs and tubs of stuff. The tubs had like water in them, some of them at the bottom, so I wasn't too keen on digging too deep into them, because he had left his stuff out overnight and it like rained a little bit. But this stuff was not submerged in water or anything, but he had tubs of cables that were like submerged in water, which is a pass for me. But I did get some cables with these as well. The big ones, I got 2, I think, of the GameCube power bricks, which is the big ones. Those are kind of harder to find. But this guy just had a ton of consoles. He had like 15 Wii's stacked up. He had 3 PS2 stacked up. He had these 4 GameCubes stacked up. He had some 360s and whatever else. He had just a bunch of random. He had boxes full of games that were just random. And this isn't part of it. I'll put that at the end. That was my last find. But I was able to just start making deals with the guy and was able to score pretty nice prices on all of these.
They're going to need some work for sure, but I'm fairly confident most of them will work just because the stuff was, I guess, storage unit stuff, and the guy was just kind of holding on to a bunch of the storage unit stuff and just comes out to the flea market. But it's crazy that this stuff was still out at these prices that he was giving me at like 11:30. Like I couldn't believe it. It was crazy that like no one was buying this stuff. I can't believe no one went and bought all this stuff. Like I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on Wii's, so I only got four of them. I got all the ones that didn't have any missing doors or anything. But he was selling these Wii's, for example, for $10 each. These loose Wii's. I turned them all on and powered them all on. Three of them had games. The games that were included were Wii Sports, Dance Dance Revolution, and another Wii Sports. So very nice there. That all definitely helps the blow if those don't work or anything. When I turned them on, all three of them or three of the four sounded good. One of them didn't sound so good, but it had a disc in it, so I'm wondering if it still worked anyway. It just needs dusted out. So those were $10 each, and I did get some cables for those as well. So great deal on those. GameCubes, I got all four of them for $60. There was a controller he threw in with them and a couple cables for him. I think 2 power bricks for him. Great deal there. I have memory cards. One of them's real. Other ones are off-brand. They still there. PS2s, same thing. They have memory cards. Both of them are OEM. And then one of them, I think he may have thrown in a controller with one of them. It looks like, yeah. I'm looking over at the tub. He wanted 10 each on those too. So got all that from him. And then these games, I offered him $10 for the pair. Got Professor Layton Unwound Future, which is a great game. Highly recommend this one. Complete. And Full Metal Alchemist 2, Curse of the Crimson Elixir. Probably won't keep this one. I've never seen the anime or anything. But this was complete as well and in good shape somehow, surprisingly. So that was nice to see there. So I was spending some money at this guy. The money was definitely flowing, buying some stuff from him. But I think I'll do well with this stuff. It's going to need some work, but I think the potential for some profit is there, which will be good because I'm heading to the Cleveland Game Convention this summer, so have some money for that. Just then more money for garage selling in general. So good way to start out. Great day at the flea market. Ended off the day with a collection purchase. One of the resellers there, not really a reseller. He just seems like I think he's a collector, and he was just selling some stuff. Had Glover for 13. I can never find this game for less than 20, and I know it's not worth like more than 20, but I needed this one for the N64 collection. Believe it or not, I don't have this one, so I got this one as a collection purchase. So that is probably what is my best flea market day, if not at least my best one probably in 7 or 8 years at this point. So yeah. Other than that, I'm going to end the video here. I'd like to thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Follow me on Twitter at ObjoGaming. And let me know down in the comments below what you've been able to pick up lately, if you've got any good deals lately. Other than that, I'd like to thank you for watching. See you next time.